Good morning and welcome to your Monday morning, early morning intuitive guidance for Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, and we have an awesome card today, as I usually say, right? But I think it's going to be one that we can ponder on for the day, especially since this is meant to be a day to take a break and pay honor, etc. Good morning, Carolyn. Welcome, welcome. Happy Memorial Day to you. Waiting for everybody to start popping on. And so I'll just show you what card deck we have. Wild Harmonic is what popped up again. And there's all those helping hands around and around and around. So I was able to get my technological issues figured out with posting my new workshops. Oh, thank you. That was one of my finds when I was down in Sun Prairie with my sister. And so I thought today would be a great day to trot that out. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. There's Linda. Good morning. Good morning. I figured everybody all of a sudden would start popping on. So, and we're at 25 after, so we're right in the ballpark. Good morning, Pat. Welcome. Glad you are here. So, looks like it's going to be another warm and beautiful day out there. So, I'm looking forward to that. But again, our card for today, good morning, is Wild Harmonic Oracle Deck by Gabriel J. Merrihew. And he's got an interesting website. I did sign up for some of his emails that came. Speaking of emails, you should, if you're on my mailing list, should be getting emails over the next couple of weeks for the workshops that I now have up and ready to sign up for. I swear, I don't even think the workshop went, that email made it to anybody's inbox before the first person had signed up. So I see there's another couple of signups overnight, which is lovely. So I'm really looking forward to that. So the workshops are going to be, let me just tell you what they are. It's Saturday, June 24th. First one's going to be in the morning from 9 to noon, and that one is Claiming Your Bold Self. And then the afternoon one, we'll have an hour break for lunch. Then the afternoon one is Dreaming into Your True Self. So you can do one or the other or both. So you will find them on my website, empowermentandpurpose.com, under the events tab. And also I'm going to be sending out repeated emails. And sometimes people go, why do you send so many emails? But here's my famous Jerry story around that. My friend Jerry, who is no longer with us, contacted me the day before I had a retreat. I just got the email saying it was the last chance to sign up for this retreat. Can I still sign up? And I said, sure, but do me a favor. Put the name of the retreat in your search bar on your emails. She had 6 unopened emails for that very same retreat. Only saw the 7th one and opened it. So I get that because my email's totally out of hand. I have 2,522 emails that have not been looked at. So I keep working to clean them up and then they get out of hand again. So, so those 2 workshops are now live, ready to be signed up for. I'm really excited about them. I think they will be awesome. And they will be occurring like 3-4 days after I get back from Spain and Portugal. So that should be interesting also. So again, today, Wild Harmonic Deck. Let's see what our card is. No, you don't need to feel bad. You have over 1,000. No, this is, and that's just the unread ones. The read ones, I have read and unread together, 5,733. Salute. What can you do? You know, you try to keep up, and sometimes all these things that were meant to make our lives easier and quicker. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. So here is our card for today. It is the Earth of Fire card, and it is called Unfolding Path. Unfolding Path. So let's see what it has to tell us. So let's do some nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, Peggy. You're just in time. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just relaxing, letting your shoulders drop, little wiggling to get some of the kinks out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And again, unfolding path. So let's see what it has to tell us. As the earth energies ascend into the driving will, the fuels of will become the indicators of the path to take. Will. Well, that's an interesting word. We'll kind of get back to that, I think. So the meditation part. Finding my way of passion, knowing what moves me, and choosing that direction. Because again, it's one thing to figure out what you're on fire about. It's another thing then to allow yourself to move in that direction. So many people are ruled by fear that they won't even take the next step in that direction. To find my path, my joy, my excitement, my heart, my bliss, my desire, my will, I turn to that which feeds my inspiration to go. Learning well what stokes my fires, I am able to look for signs from life as to where to go to get what I desire. This knowledge also comes in handy in determining if a path has played itself out. How many times do we keep walking a path when really we know it's dead? We know it's not the path we're meant to be on anymore, but we're loath to make a change, right? We all do it. A clear sign to either gather more wood or move on. Sometimes we can rekindle a path. Sometimes we need to move to a different path. Now this part I thought was really interesting. Starting a fire in myself is one thing. Keeping it going is an entirely different affair. Isn't that the truth? And sometimes the keeping it going, we need to make that decision. Has this fire played itself out, or do I need to stoke some more wood so that it takes fires up again? Fire follows the path of fuel. Fire follows the path of fuel. Good morning, Lucy. Glad you are here. We have Unfolding Path today is our card. Fire follows the path of fuel. Fire only goes where there is something to become alive on. Knowing what fuels my fires helps me both know which direction to go and when a path has come to an end. Of course, very skillful fires can leap across a void and find a new branch upon which to alight. So I've talked in the past about that terror barrier, that gap between where we are in our comfort zone and where we would like to be in a empowered, enlivened, moving forward kind of a state. All the good stuff is across that terror barrier. So how do we navigate that? How do we move from the comfort zone, and again, I think we've vastly overrated comfort, to the other side? And oftentimes it's like that scene out of Indiana Jones where he has to step into the abyss before the path comes up to meet him, right? So same for us. Sometimes we have to take that leap of faith. Oftentimes it's merely a step of faith, even though we can't see where we're going, and allow the path to unfold before us. Because again, that's our card, unfolding path. It's not saying path I can see every step of. It's unfolding path. So we move along step at a time. So here's the inquiry, and it's a two-part question. Where does the fuel for my fire lay, and am I going in that direction? Where does the fuel for my fire lay, and am I going in that direction? So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take a couple of nice, deep belly breaths. I want you to still yourself. And I want you to just travel inward on that word, fire, fire, fire. Allow that to take you to that place of passion within you. The place where that path begins. The path that's going to take you to where you're wanting to be, what you're wanting to accomplish, who you know you truly are. And the same way we would if we were at a campfire, I want you to breathe onto that fire. And I want you to watch the flames come up a little bit when you add oxygen to that fire. feel it warming you. Watch the dancing flames. What do you notice there? What's most important for you to notice there? And maybe whatever this fire has to tell you comes to you through your sense of vision. Maybe it comes through auditorily. Maybe it's just a sense of knowing. Good morning, Lisa. We're just doing a little guided imagery. I want you to imagine you're within, at your own source of passion, that fire that's burning within you. And heeding the guidance of that fire. Again, you're adding your breath to it to fire it up a bit. What does it want you to know? Is there a path that you are on that really has come to an end? And you're trying to continue to walk it, but really you know that it's done. It's a done path. Is there the unfolding path? The path that you're meant to be walking. The reason you're breathing into this fire within in the first place. To discover your passion and begin moving down that path. Just listening. Good morning, Beth. We're just doing a little guided imagery. Couple more nice deep breaths right there. Noticing, gathering whatever information you need to gather from that fire of passion within you. And bringing that back to right here, right now. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And here's the image again, unfolding path. What did you learn? Maybe you just want to jot a few notes down. Maybe you want to put it in the feed so everybody can kind of support you with what you learned. That path of passion. The path you're meant to be going down. Right now, right here, right now. Good morning, good morning. Glad you're joining us. We're just about done, but I'll put the replay up right away. So, what did you notice? What did you not want to notice? What were you pretending not to know? Again, it's hard when a path has come to an end and we're not quite ready to acknowledge that yet. But paths do come to an end. Some paths we're meant to walk our entire lifetime. Some paths we just walk briefly. Some paths are actually a detour off of our main path. Yes, thank you, Cindy. Where does the fuel for my fire lay? Am I going in that direction? Yesterday was one of those days where I just didn't want to work. And that was absolutely fine. Good morning, Tira. Glad you are here. Welcome. So instead, what I did was I went and I sat at the park. And I sat on the swing and just went back and forth. And I listened to the birds. And I watched the birds. And there were geese and ducks and all manner of little songbirds. And there was a very loud cardinal right over my head. But just being there. Not really thinking. Just allowing my mind to drift. Paying attention to all the people fishing. And the DNR showing up to check and make sure everybody had licenses. Just watching the ebb and flow of the people at the park. And in the course of that kind of refueled me, filled the tank up a little bit again. So then later, when I came home, I felt like I had the fuel I needed to post the 2 workshops that are going to be happening June 24th, and the fuel to be able to do some other things that needed to get taken care of. Make some food, etc., etc. So what about for you? Fueling that fire, walking that unfolding path. How's that going? I'm on my purpose path, Lucy says. Good, absolutely. Good, good, good. And again, sometimes along the path we need to rest. It is important that there's a balance between the moving forward and the refueling, right? Sometimes the path itself will refuel us. Sometimes we need other things, though. But just honoring that, paying attention, listening to that, being with it. So that is our card for today, the unfolding path. Let me know how you're doing on your unfolding path. And with this day off, hopefully you have a day off, what would you like to do with today? Do you want to just be? Do you want to do some journaling? Do you want to sit on your porch and listen to the birds with your cup of coffee? What would you like to do? What would be enjoyable? Leaving tomorrow for a week vacation. Fabulous. Ooh, I wanted to remind everybody of that too, because I actually put that in some of the emails that I preloaded that are going to be going out for the workshops that I'm going to be doing on the 24th, that I will be out of the country from June 10th through the 20th. So we're not going to have early morning intuitive guidance from the 10th I probably can still do, but then I probably won't get back to it until the 21st. So, and I'll probably have a little bit of jet lag at that point. So just so you know, there's going to be a chunk in there. You may decide to go back and watch some of the previous ones. Just pick something that sounds good to you and watch those for the days where I'm gone. But I just wanted to give everybody a heads up again that I'm going to be out of the country for a couple of days. So have an awesome Memorial Day. Know that you are capable of far more than you think you are. Take time to really tap into what's my passion? What do I want to be putting my attention to? See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.